What's up, party people? Today we're going to talk about all of the different podcast microphone options there are out there and really which one is going to suit your podcast specifically. There's so many amazing podcast mics out there, but you really got to find the one that fits your style, your flow, your vibe, and that's what we're going to talk about today. My name's Ian Lenhart, the founder of Network Podcasting, and I help people build their businesses through podcasting. I run a free online community called the Podcast Accountability Community, aka The Pack. The Pack is made up of podcasters all over the world that come together to help each other network, meet amazing people, get their podcast seen, and stay consistent, which is the most important aspect of podcasting. There's a link below if you want to join and check it out. Now, there are 5 different podcast microphone groups that we're going to talk about today. There's USB, there's XLR, there's lavalier mics, there's shotgun mics, and then we're going to talk about the old school iPhone headphones. And this video came as a request as an updated version of one of our older videos. The recording process can be as simple or as complicated as you'd like it to be. You can start by recording your audio right into a computer, ridding yourself of the need of a mixer or a recorder, or you can go with the full studio route and use 4 to 6 different microphones at once. Everybody has a different budget, so we're gonna go over multiple options that are in line with everyone's financial means. So first, let's talk about the almighty microphone. To get your voice into your computer for recording, you need to use a microphone. You don't have to spend a ton of money on a microphone if you aren't concerned with quality, but remember, the better the quality, the more professional your audio sounds. And because, we are an audio experience, you wanna have a good microphone. It'll be tougher to get people to stick with your podcast if your audio is awful. There are 2 different microphone groups, USB and XLR. USB mics are designed to work easily with computers. Most of them just plug and play into a USB port into your computer, which is super simple. I highly recommend that people that are new to recording to keep the learning curve low and invest into a USB microphone. It is the cheapest and easiest way to get started and can handle a 1-person podcast perfectly. I started with the USB microphone and still use it almost daily. If you want to up your game and be able to do in-person podcasts with 2 or more people, you'll need to move to a microphone with an XLR hookup. These microphones require an audio interface or mixer, which gives you more control over the recording. You can mix sounds, connect professional gear, and work with multiple channels and mic inputs for multiple hosts to record at once. Some microphones actually have both a USB and an XLR connection. You can start with the USB connection and then add a mixer or some sort of audio interface down the road so that you can utilize the XLR capabilities. Microphones are actually really simple. Let's talk about the 2 different types of microphones you will encounter. First is a dynamic and the second is a condenser. Dynamic microphones are robust with less feedback, which is good if you aren't in a controlled environment or a soundproof studio. They are less expensive than condenser microphones, but that benefit comes with a poorer dynamic range. On the flip side, condenser microphones are more expensive and more sensitive with a higher dynamic range. All microphones have sound pickup patterns that are either omnidirectional, bidirectional, or cardioid. These terms refer to the area of the microphone that picks up the sound. If you aren't in a soundproof studio, you probably want a cardioid microphone. Cardioid microphones only pick up the sound directly in front of it. If you need to share a microphone with a co-host, bidirectional is the way to go. This may seem like a lot to think about, but there are microphones on the market that have both USB and XLR plugins, are either dynamic or condenser mics, and have a choice of pickup patterns. You just need to pick one for your specific needs. Let's talk about the options. So the least expensive way to record audio is just using average iPhone headphones. All you gotta do is pull up the recording app on your phone and voila, podcast. I'll now show you an example of how this sounds so you can get an idea of the different quality that you're getting with different mics. What up, party people? This is a test of the iPhone headphones using the voice recorder on my iPhone, and it is a damn good day to have a damn good day. The pros are that it saves you money and gets the job done. The cons is that it's pretty bootleg and the audio quality kinda sucks. Now let's compare an audio clip utilizing my ATR 2100 microphone. What up, party people? This is a test of the ATR 2100 microphone, and it is a damn good day to have a damn good day. As you can hear, it's a pretty clear, distinct difference. This microphone connected to a boom arm is actually what I currently use for my online podcast over the internet, as well as anytime I'm doing a video call on my desktop. The official name is the Audio-Technica ATR 2100 USB Cardioid Dynamic USB XLR microphone. As you can see here, it has both an XLR and a USB input. so you can use it in 2 different ways. This microphone also offers a headphone output for level monitoring, but I actually have personally never used that. 95% of the time, this microphone never leaves my desktop computer. In the case I want to do a 3 to 4 person podcast, I can remove this from the boom arm, and then I can connect it using the XLR output into my receiver or my recorder, and then I can use it there too. Also, for the quality you get and the features you get, the price is fantastic. I believe last time I checked, it was $67.95 on Amazon. For my in-person podcast, I use Shure SM58 LC Cardioid dynamic microphones. After doing extensive research, I purchased 2 of these Shure SM58 microphones. What up, party people? This is a test of the Shure SM58 microphone, and it is a damn good day to have a damn good day. This microphone is designed for professional use in live performance, sound reinforcement, and studio recording. A highly effective built-in spherical filter minimizes wind and breath pop noises, those pop noises that you're gonna get. A cardioid pickup pattern isolates that main sound source while minimizing unwanted background noise, similar to the ATR 2100. I plug my 2 Shure SM58 microphones using 2 XLR cables that connect it directly into my Zoom H6 audio recorder, and they have been absolutely amazing. Last I checked, they had a 4.7 out of 5 Amazon Prime rating and a price tag of just $89, so I highly recommend you grab a pair of these when doing in-person podcasts when recording with a guest in person. So we have covered 3 different microphone options. The first being just average old iPhone headphones, one that works only with XLR, the Shure SM58, and then lastly, one that works with both USB and XLR, which is the ATR 2100, which is the one I highly recommend to anybody getting started. The last type of microphones I want to talk about is the wireless microphones. Think about when you're watching a presentation. These are the microphones that are hooked up to the back of their pants pocket, run through their shirts, and have a simple lav mic on the shirt. This is great for people that are speaking on stage and using and giving presentations. The main advantages include the avoidance of cabling problems common with wired microphones, as well as a reduction of cable trip hazards in the performance space. They also allow for more interesting recording options, such as leaning back in the chair during your podcast if you want to have a super chill type of vibe. I mean, blueberry muffins are healthy. Who would have thought, you know? Or shooting a podcast while cooking dinner. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Len Jones' Kitchen. On today's episode, we will be cooking up a little bit of scrambled eggs with a little bit of salt and a lot of bit of love. Let's proceed. And you can be using both your hands and chopping it up at the same time. With the wireless lav mic, specifically the RodeLink mic, you can record distances over 300 feet. So even though I'm 40, 50 feet away from the camera, I can still record on the move, I can dance and I can go. I can shimmy this way, I can shimmy that way. No cords, no problems. A disadvantage is that they are much more expensive than your common standard microphones, and if not properly mounted on your subject, the resulting audio can sound muffled, making your post-production an absolute nightmare. Another disadvantage is that they tend to not sound nearly as good as a microphone that you're speaking directly into it. Party people, this is a test of the RodeLink lav mic, and it is a damn good day to have a damn good day. So as you can hear, the audio quality isn't going to be as crisp and clear as a cardioid microphone that you're talking directly into, but when you take about the advantage of being able to walk and talk and do whatever you want to do on the go, shooting in nature while climbing a mountain, maybe you're hiking. You can get super creative with these microphones while doing a podcast. Another benefit is that when you mount it to the shoe mount of your actual camera, it'll record the audio directly into the memory card, which saves you one extra step when transferring audio. The best priced wireless option I purchased is the RodeLink FM digital wireless Filmmaker system. The last podcast group I want to briefly touch about is shotgun microphones. These are the microphones that you see in movies where they're on the long poles and people are rolling around getting the good footage. I'm actually recording this training episode on a shotgun microphone. I only recommend a shotgun microphone if you're doing a solo episode. If you're able to stay somewhat in the same-ish area, meaning you're not moving a lot, then a shotgun mic might be perfect for your podcast experience. If you're moving all over, then a lavalier mic is gonna be the only way to go. And the reason being is it gotta be right in line with that mic in order to get that crispy sound. Shotgun mics do tend to be a lot more expensive than a typical mic. I mean, the NTG3, the one I'm using, is like $600. You definitely don't need to do that. There's a much more affordable option by Rode that I'll link in the description below. So there you have it. Those were 5 different podcast microphones that you can use today, ranging from super crappy sound to absolutely glorious sound. There are some people that run absolutely amazing podcasts and they just simply record off their iPhone, all right? So you don't need to get too caught up in getting all the fancy gear. The most important aspect of podcasting is being consistent and building your audience. You know, my favorite quote of all time when building a brand is B- work changes lives. You don't need to put out A+ content. Truthfully, you just need to be very consistent with B- work over a long period of time, and you'll achieve the results you want. If you enjoyed this video, it'd mean so much if you could hit that like button so we can just start, stacking these likes so more people can get this content and help get their voice out there through their podcast. For more free podcast training tutorials, please subscribe to the channel, as well as you can visit our website at networkpodcasting.com. Hopefully I get to meet you inside of the pack, and good luck crushing your podcast. I hope this training episode helped you. As always, it's a damn good day to have a damn good day. Cheers.